Hello guys and welcome back to another video for Lucha Sports. This time we're going to talk about the MLB. The MLB it's heating up because the trade deadline is coming up, and today we're going to talk about Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and the Blue Jays. Yes, the Blue Jays. How boring is that, right? How boring is that? Let's talk about the Yankees or something. Let's talk about the Mets. Let's talk about some interesting teams. But no, guys, today we're going to talk about the Blue Jays and what they should do in this trade deadline. A lot of people are saying trade Vladimir Guerrero out, trade Bobby Shed out, and maybe you guys are right. I actually agree with Vladimir Guerrero going out. He's not having the seasons he had in 2022. They're losing a lot. They only won 11 games in June. They're a bad team. They're a bad baseball team, and they know it. Listen to what the coach had to say about this team. And I quote, "We've obviously put ourselves in a tough spot over the last 7 days. 10 days ago, we are feeling like there was a positive momentum, and that has gone away." This came after the last week he had said that they were not trading these guys. They wanted to run it back for 2025, uh, and that would be their last season. By the way, this both of these guys' contract end in 2025, so people are like begging, please, please, let's get something from them because they're leaving. Because what kind of project are you gonna present to these two maybe future stars? They're 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 young still. Are they stars? Yes, they're social media stars. Are they baseball stars? Are they playing like stars? No, they're not. So these future stars for another team, they might play better. I mean, when you're losing and losing, what is the motivation you have? So what are you gonna present to them as a project for their future if you're gonna have them back for 6, 7 years, maybe even 10 years in the case of Vlad Guerrero Jr.? What kind of project are you presenting to them? They're obviously gonna say no to your project that involves losing. They're tired of losing, man. These are winning type players. They could be winning in a bigger franchise than the Blue Jays. Oh, the Blue Jays are a historic franchise, sure, buddy, but they don't win. These guys are there to win, sure. And Vlad had said that he would never ever play for the Yankees, and now he's backtracked to that because he knows he might get traded to the Yankees. That would be a great addition to the team because they rely too much on Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. But that's the topic for another day. Now let's talk about Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He had said that he would never wear a Yankees uniform, not even that. And now this past weeks he had said, well, I mean, we're players. To whatever team we get sent. I will play. It was a mistake. He's backtracking because he might get traded there. Will it? It would hurt the Blue Jays to trade him to the Yankees because um, they would they don't want to trade him to a division rival. But right now you have nothing, and you will probably have nothing for the next 2 to 3 years. Your team sucks. It's one of the worst teams in the Major League Baseball in the MLB, and you need to spice it up. You need to spice it up. It's looking like they're not gonna trade him. It's looking like they're gonna trade other players to get some prospects in return. But when are those prospects gonna pay off? If they pay off, we know about the MLB, one of the hardest sports to become a star in. Um, One of the hardest sports for to look for prospects. Sometimes a lot of prospects don't even come to fruition, not even in the minor leagues, let alone in the MLB. Very hard to have a prosper career. So again, we go back to what kind of project are you presenting to Bo Bichette and Vladimir Guerrero Jr.? What are you gonna tell them? Uh, what is gonna be the advantages for them to stay there. Um, and right now there are not a lot. There are not a lot of staying there. If you keep them there for next year and you're looking for that contract, you better sign the contract this winter if you want to keep them there and if you don't trade them away. Because if not, they're leaving for free. They're leaving for free because every team, which team is going to give you anything for them this winter? You have to trade them down right now. If you want to trade them, if you know they're not going to sign with you, because they know if they're going to sign or not. Like, they're not stupid. Teams are not stupid. GMs are not stupid. They know when players don't want to sign again. So if they're just holding on for this as long as they can, and they know they're not going to sign, they're just going to leave for free. Nobody's going to trade for Vlad or Bo. Maybe the Yankees will because they do seem like they're one piece away, one little piece away. They seem like a complete team to win the MLB right now. They've been going. They fell down a cliff a little bit right now, but they do seem like they have the team to win right now. And you add another player like Vladimir Guerrero Jr., which is a middle of the lineup kind of player, a very good middle of the lineup. Is he a superstar? No, he's not. He's not gonna be right up there with Aaron Judge. He's not gonna be right up there with Juan Soto. Did it look like that in 2022? Sure, but now it's 2024, and it's looking like he is not that kind of player. A very good middle of the lineup guy. Uh, the Yankees need a first baseman. It would be a great pickup, but nobody's gonna trade for him. If the Yankees win this season, they're not gonna trade for him. They're not. If they don't, they might trade for him this winter. Uh, but a lot of teams are gonna trade for him this summer. Why? Because a lot of teams feel like they need a Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to contend for a World Series. Um, but in the winter, it's gonna be hard to trade him because if you want to trade him in the winter, it's because you know he's not gonna sign, and they'll just rather get him for free, or for free because he's gonna ask for a big contract. Um, get him for free and at the end of 2025. He's only 25 years old, so waiting until he's 27, his prime will be for 6 more years. You can give him a 7, 8 year contract, and he will play really well for you as a middle of the lineup guy, unless he improves, obviously. Um, but you just need to trade him right now. You're not. This franchise is not going anywhere with these two guys. Maybe stay with Bo Bichette. He represents more what the Blue Jays want. Feel like he's more liked around in Toronto. Why? Because he's right now he's just a better player. Right now he's a more complete player. Um, Vlad has more upside. I hope he can be better. Like this past 2 weeks, his upside is incredible. Um, but right now, I would trade him. I would trade him. I would get some players, some draft picks maybe, and just start all over again. You missed on this opportunity. You had two great players. You didn't develop them right for one reason or another, and now you're here stuck for 2 years in a row. Your team sucks. This year you said you were gonna contend for a World Series. You're one of the worst teams in the world. Um, and you just need to do something. You can't be bringing the same core back and believing it's something different's gonna happen. It's just not. You're gonna keep being bad. You're gonna be bad for a couple of years, for 3 years, and I'm sure these guys don't want to waste their prime in a team like the Blue Jays. They're not gonna sign with you again. So if you want something in return for them, um, it's right now. They're not gonna sign with you. They're gonna leave for free at the end of 2025. So, um, my opinion is don't bring them back for 2025. Um, Trade them right now, or trade them in the winter. You're gonna get less stuff in the winter because right now is where when teams are desperate. Teams see that they're one piece away, they're two pieces away, and they can get this guy or this another guy, and it's just you just have to you just have to trade. Just have to trade them. At least Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I'll be okay with Bichette staying, but Vladimir has to leave. And yeah, that's it for right now, guys. We'll see in the next upcoming days what they do. It's seeming like they're gonna stay with both of them. They'll try to run it back on 2025, and that's gonna be tricky because if you're not good in 2025, they're not gonna sign with you again. They're not gonna sign with you again, and they're gonna both leave for free because at least I believe they don't have that mentality of they don't care if they lose or they win. They want to win and they want to go to a winning organization. And right now, the Blue Jays are far away from being a winning organization. They're far away from being a playoffs organization, let alone a winning organization. And I feel like the Yankees should go all in for Vlad. That would bring some depth to the lineup and would definitely help them win the World Series. They're already a top three team in the league. The Astros suck, so they they don't have the ones that always eliminate them. So this year, hopefully they can bring it home for the first time since 2009. Thank you very much, guys. We'll see you another day with more updates about the MLB or any other sports. Um, Remember, this Lucha Sports will bring their series of sports in 10 minutes every day to inform you about what's going on in the sports world, and also some videos like this to expand more on what's going on with sports world. Thank you very much. Have a great day.